Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have another story time for you guys today. Before I get into it, please don't mind the background noise. I do have a heater running because it is cold as freak where I live. And also, if you guys are going to enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. All this being said, let's get into it. So this is the story of how one of my friends was missing and unaccounted for during a camping trip that I took. Now, a little bit of a backstory before we actually begin explaining it. I'm in a military youth group called Young Marines, and we took a camping trip somewhere. I don't even know where it was. It was my unit followed by two other units. So we drive down. It's like a 2-hour drive, and we finally get there, and we're setting up our tents. And right off the bat, I knew this was not going to be a fun camping trip. We were scheduled to shoot guns the next day, which was the only thing I was looking forward. But ladies and gentlemen, it was cold. Ladies and gentlemen, it was like... It never passed 40 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. It was always cold. So I'm already, kind of angry, like, oh, we're going to be camping in cold weather. Then I learned it was actually forecasted to rain. So I'm already thinking, oh my god, it's going to be even worse. So I'm already not about to enjoy this trip. And then, ladies and gentlemen, me and one of my friends, let's just call him Mark. Me and my friend Mark get stuck with the worst tent, ladies and gentlemen. The worst tent. This thing was dirty right off the bat. You could tell it's been beaten up. So we pitch our tent, and we realize it is missing the most crucial part, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to guess. Leave a guess down below of what you think was missing on the tent. You give up? Alright, don't cheat. It was missing the rain cover. It was forecasted to rain, and we can't even keep the rain out now. So we had to throw another tent on top of it. So already, this trip is off to a great start. So we go up, we eat chow, also known as dinner. We head back down, and we head off to bed. There's something that people do in the military, and Young Marines also does it, called Fire Watch, where basically you get up in the middle of the night, put back on your uniform, and walk around for an hour. For us, it's only 30 minutes though. And you just make sure, and you just watch out for anything that's dangerous. If you see anything, you're supposed to go tell. You're supposed to go wake up an adult. So I get woken up for this. God knows what time it is. I think it's like 1 a.m. I have to put back on my uniform. You keep in mind, boys, you guys already know I have a hard time sleeping. Heck, as I record this, it's 2 a.m. So whatever, I get on my uniform, do my Firewatch shift, and then go to sleep. Wake up the next morning. Freezing cold, I wake up legit shivering. And I look to the left of me. Tell me why, ladies and gentlemen. They turned my tent into a mansion. A luxurious mansion fitted with an indoor pool. Yeah, there's a giant just pool of water next to me, and I sigh and I'm like, oh well, god darn it. So I get out of my tent, stand outside of it, and then get ready. So we do the normal thing, we brush our teeth, eat breakfast, and then we drive down to like this shooting range. We shoot guns for like all day. We just are shooting guns and bows and arrows. I was more fond of the guns though, because guns are really fun to shoot, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever been shooting before, make sure to try it out. So here we are driving back. I'm just happy to be in the car because I can just kind of relax. I mean, they got the heater running. Like, this is like luxurious stuff. It's actually dry, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty luxurious in this car compared to my tent. We get back to the campsite. We eat dinner, and then we go back into our tents. I kind of I shimmy my way into my sleeping bag, and I just pray to God. I'm like, God, please don't let it rain tonight, please. And with that, I cocoon myself in my sleeping bag. Try not to roll over into the water, and I slip off into bed. Now, if you guys don't know this about Firewatch, basically, you are not supposed to have Firewatch 2 days in a row. At least in Young Marines. I don't know about the real military because I'm not in the real military. I'm in the Young Marines. It's a military youth group. I don't know what it's like in the real military, but Young Marines is basically, we have half the people on day 1, and we have the other half day 2. And that's just how we run things here. Now, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We did have a lot of young kids here, because the Young Marine program is open up from ages 8 to 18. So we did have some young kids here. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But keep in mind, guys, I don't sleep, ladies and gentlemen. I have a hard time falling asleep. I'm not diagnosed with any, like, sleep issues, but I do have a hard time falling asleep. So, how angry do you think I was when I find myself being woken up to do Firewatch again by two little kids? I was not happy, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. I was not happy. So, I'm already in a bad mood now, guys. It's cold. I put on my uniform. I'm like yelling. I'm not yelling. I'm like, guys, you read the wrong list. So I'm already angry. I'm like, yo, I wasn't even. My name was down. He said, yes, you were. And the kids just run over to the tent and go to sleep. I get up. I wake up my buddy. I wake up Mark. We both get up. Walk over to the to the bench. Check the list. They read the wrong freaking one. The wrong list. They were reading yesterday's list. So I'm not gonna wake up the next shift. Like I've already been up for like I'm gonna stay awake. I'm gonna complete my shift. So that's what I do. I stand watch, and then like tell me why. Everybody needed something. Like some kid got up, he needed to go use the bathroom, so I had to walk that kid down to the bathroom. It was crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I checked the clock. We had like a little like some kid donated his watch, so like I just picked up the tiny little watch on the bench. And it was 10 minutes before the next shift had to start. And basically, you're supposed to wake up the next shift 10 minutes early, so they have a chance to get awake, put on their uniform, and it's just a rule that you're supposed to follow. I read the names, I look at the 10th number, I go find the 10th number, I get shaking it. I'm like, yo, guys, yo, young Marines. I hear a voice talk back like, yeah. I'm like, yo, you guys have Firewatch in 10 minutes. Get your uniforms on, alright? Like, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I trust the kid. I walk back and I continue standing with Mark. 10 minutes passes. Nobody comes to relieve us. Okay, maybe they're taking their time. I'll give them another like 3 minutes. Oh, wait, another 3 minutes. Nobody is coming to relieve me from my duty. So I mosey my way back to the tent and I shake it. The kid went back to sleep, ladies and gentlemen. He went back to sleep. So I'm really angry. I shake it like, yo, get up. I'm not playing. So they finally get awake and they finally stroll on out 10 minutes late. Me and Mark go back to our tent and go to sleep. And this is this is where we got the title from. You guys ready? This is what happened. So, I don't know what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep in mind, your boy is a very light sleeper. The littlest things wake me. So tell me why I wake up the next morning, hear the young Marine First Sergeant telling us to, get awake, put on our uniforms and that we have 10 minutes. Like, alright, sweet. So I sit up in my tent, I look to my right, and I notice Mark is not moving. He's just laying down. I'm thinking he's still asleep, so I'm like, yo, Mark. I'm like, hey, Mark. Yo, bro, come on, get up, man. Dude ain't waking up. I'm like, yo, Mark, get up, bro, come on. Dude ain't moving. So I began, punching, lightly shaking him and punching him. My hand just sinks into the sleeping bag. And I realize, Mark isn't even in the tent. I have no clue where Mark is now. He is now missing, technically. Nobody knows where he is. At least I don't know where he is. So I'm like, oh, great. Now I have to go look for Mark. So I put on my uniform. I get up. I decide to get in and walk around. I'm like, I've been asking other young Marines in the area. I'm like, yo, have you guys seen Mark? Have you guys seen young Marine Private Mark? Because he was the rank of private. Like, no, I haven't seen Mark. I have not seen him. I haven't seen him. So I'm starting to get a little bit worried now. I'm like, yo, where's my boy? You know what I'm saying, where's Mark? So I ask around. Nobody has seen young Marine Private Mark. So I just decided to go back to my tent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll turn up. And boy, did he. It's like at least maybe 15 minutes later. I look to my right and I see Mark walking towards him, like, I told him, like, bro, where were you? I'm kind of angry, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of angry at this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just the tiniest bit angry, just a little bit salty. Not a lot, but a little bit. I don't even know what he told me. I think it's like, oh man, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Dude didn't even know what he has done. So I decided just to brush it aside because I got bigger things to worry about now. All that matters is Mark was here. I'm not accountable for him. He gets his uniform on, and we eat breakfast, and we begin cleaning up. And we begin packing up all of our stuff. We begin packing up the tents. And as I'm packing up my tent, I realized, I don't know what Mark was doing, but he tracked mud everywhere in the tent, ladies and gentlemen. Freaking everywhere. It's legit everywhere. It's all over the ground. It somehow got on the walls of the tent a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know how he did that, but you just see boot prints of just mud. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm more angry now than what I was. We scrape out as much dirt as we can, fold it up, throw it into the bag, and forget about it. Skip like a week later, I'm home, and I'm supposed to meet up with my unit. We meet at a VFW post. So we drive down there and we meet up. And we have to begin cleaning out the tents. My tent has mud in it, so I was stuck cleaning it up with my friend. I was stuck cleaning it up with Mark. And then, with now like this new cleared headspace, I decided to ask him, you know, Mark, I woke up one morning and you were not in the tent. Where were you? And he proceeds to tell me what he was doing that night. It turned out, this man, ladies and gentlemen, decided that rather than going back to sleep, I think he slept for another hour, left the tent without waking me up somehow, which is crazy, joined another Firewatch shift that he wasn't even scheduled to be on, but decided to do it anyway, and totally fell asleep in a whole new tent with somebody else. I don't even know how this man did it. The tents are only enough for 2 people, and the dude fit 3 into the tent, ladies and gentlemen. I was so confused. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the story of how young Marine Private Mark went missing for like 15 minutes. Honestly though, I love Mark to death. He doesn't show up anymore. I do miss him, but he was always the comedic relief we needed. We always needed comedic relief like him. He always makes not only me but the entire unit laugh. Yes, he's a handful sometimes, but he's a good guy. I'm not making this video to hate him, and if I can ever get back in contact with Mark, you best believe me and him are gonna be laughing. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It is 2:07 now. Wrapped up this video pretty quickly, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.